Previously, we uncovered how divine wisdom offers a guideline for individual and collective well-being, guiding us toward fulfilling our purpose. Today, we expand on that foundation to explore how these divine teachings go beyond personal morality to shape entire communities. Humans are naturally social beings, from families to entire nations. But how do we ensure these communities thrive? Let's discover. The answer lies in divine laws that not only guide personal morality but also shape the structure of society. In this episode, we'll explore how religious teachings, from marriage laws to concepts like Zakat and the prohibition of usury, create just societies. These divine guidelines mirror modern state functions, ensuring fairness, protecting the poor, and fostering mutual responsibility. Join us as we uncover how religion forms the foundation for a just and prosperous society. The need for social laws. Human beings are inherently social creatures, in fact the most social creature as we know. Among all species, humans form the most complex social systems, starting with the family unit and expanding into neighborhoods, towns, cities, and countries. Given our deeply social nature, it is essential that we have laws that support the proper functioning of these relationships. And religion provides the foundation for these social laws. For instance, the concept of marriage is central to ensuring the stability and well-being of both parents and children. A human baby is not self-sufficient for many years after birth, and requires the care and support of both biological parents. Religion emphasizes the importance of marriage, because it guarantees that children will be raised in a stable environment, with a caring mother and father, ensuring proper upbringing. Modern societies may offer alternatives, such as single-parent households or community-based care, but religious teachings reveal that the ideal environment for a child is a family with both biological parents. Religion, through marriage laws, provides the stability necessary for the next generation to thrive. These laws ensure parental responsibility and foster strong family units, which are the building blocks of a healthy society. Furthermore, religious teachings ensure clarity and structure. By promoting loyalty and monogamy, they remove confusion regarding paternity and provide a stable environment for the emotional and moral development of children. While modern science can now establish paternity through DNA tests, divine laws provide a moral and ethical framework that is far-reaching and designed to create long-term stability for families. Religion, as a comprehensive guide for humanity, extends far beyond individual morality and influences the structure of societies, shaping both social order and economic systems. Divine laws, as prescribed in religious teachings, are not merely personal guidelines but fundamental frameworks that create the foundation for just and harmonious communities. These laws are not arbitrary. They are carefully designed to ensure that each individual's well-being and rights are protected, and that society as a whole thrives in fairness, justice, and mutual responsibility. Take, for instance, the practice of Zakat and Khums in Islam. These two forms of charity go beyond the mere act of giving. They serve as integral pillars for supporting the most vulnerable members of society, including the poor, orphans, and widows. Zakat, which is a mandatory annual charity, ensures that those who are financially well off contribute a portion of their wealth to those in need. This act not only alleviates poverty, but helps bridge the gap between the rich and the poor, fostering a sense of shared responsibility and solidarity. Khums, similarly, a form of tax on surplus income, is designed to be given to those in need and to government to support the upkeep of government institutions and welfare works. Both Zakat and Khums serve as religious alternatives to secular taxes. In the broader context of state formation, these divine mandates offer a moral framework that parallels the tax system seen in modern societies. Just as taxes are intended to fund public welfare, infrastructure, and the economy, Zakat and Khums are spiritual and ethical obligations that ensure wealth is circulated within society, especially towards those who need it most. Thus, religion, through these principles, provides a divine code of conduct for the formation of societies, from the smallest unit, the family, to the largest, the state. This leads us to another critical aspect of divine law: the prohibition of usury, or riba. The Islam and other Abrahamic religious teachings clearly forbid usury, viewing it as a practice that exploits the vulnerable and enriches the already wealthy. The rationale behind this prohibition is rooted in justice and equity. Usury, which involves charging exorbitant interest rates on loans, creates an unequal power dynamic where the poor and needy are further indebted and trapped in cycles of poverty. It benefits the wealthy, who hold the power to impose interest, while the poor are left with fewer resources to meet their basic needs. In contrast, the prohibition of usury offers a system of financial transactions that prioritizes fairness and mutual respect over exploitation. By removing the burden of interest, divine law protects the poor from being exploited by the rich and powerful in society. It fosters a system where wealth is not hoarded but is instead distributed more equitably, creating opportunities for economic mobility and financial independence for all members of society, regardless of their social standing. What is fascinating is that the prohibition of usury is not unique to Islam. In fact, similar guidelines are present in the other two major Abrahamic religions. Both Christianity and Judaism explicitly prohibit usury, albeit in different terms and contexts. In Judaism, the Torah forbids charging interest on loans made to fellow Israelites, particularly for the poor. Leviticus 25:36-37 states, "Do not take interest or any profit from them, but fear your God, so that they may live among you." This prohibition ensures that the wealthy do not exploit the less fortunate through interest-based lending, fostering a sense of social justice and community responsibility. Similarly, in Christianity, the Bible strongly discourages charging interest on loans, especially to those in need. In the New Testament, the Gospel of Luke, 6:34-35, mentions, "If you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full." This reflects the Christian principle of generosity and charity over exploitation. Both Judaism and Christianity, therefore, align with the Islamic perspective on the prohibition of usury, viewing it as an unjust practice that harms the vulnerable and undermines the broader social fabric. The shared prohibition across these Abrahamic faiths emphasizes the universal principle of economic fairness, justice, and the protection of the poor from the powerful. In essence, divine laws in all three Abrahamic religions provide a cohesive framework for justice, economic fairness, and social responsibility. By incorporating Zakat, Khums, and the prohibition of usury, these religions offer a system that balances the interests of the wealthy and the poor, fostering mutual respect, and ensuring that wealth is distributed in a way that benefits the entire society. These divine mandates are not isolated to personal morality, but extend to the very structure of society, offering a moral foundation for the formation of just and prosperous communities and states, where the rights of the vulnerable are protected and where every individual has the opportunity to thrive. Through these laws, religion provides a holistic approach to societal well-being, creating systems where the rich are encouraged to care for the poor, where wealth circulates equitably, and where exploitation through usury is eliminated. This divine guidance ensures that society remains just, balanced, and prosperous, aligned with the Creator's will. In conclusion, divine laws provide not only moral guidance but also a profound structure that upholds justice and equity in society. Through concepts like marriage, charity, and economic fairness, they shape societies in ways that encourage family system, protect the vulnerable, and foster harmony. As we've seen, these laws are not merely about personal morality but are essential for building just and prosperous communities. And while we might not always understand the immediate wisdom behind them, the deeper purpose becomes clearer when we consider the overall well-being of society. If you found today's discussion insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more episodes on how divine wisdom shapes our world. Feel free to leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. However, despite their profound wisdom, divine laws often face resistance or misunderstanding, particularly when they challenge modern views. In our next episode, we'll dive into the reasons why humans struggle to comprehend these laws, focusing on an example that's often misunderstood: the requirement for women to wear the hijab. Stay tuned to explore the deeper wisdom behind this divine commandment, and how it preserves not only individual dignity but the stability of society.